Welcome to Inspire and Move, the show that inspires you to create, connect, and grow. I'm going to bring you meaningful conversations, aha moments, and all the motivation you need to up-level every part of your life. I'm Ali Aruda, founder of Inspire and Move, and your personal hype girl. I've gone from fashion school to celebrity stylist to corporate marketing to brick-and-mortar entrepreneurship with my husband, each time learning incredible lessons how to pivot, reimagine, and implement the steps to become successful. I'm passionate about inspiring others to live their best life, a life of joy. We have the power to design a life that we love, because life is too short not to. The best part is that you weren't meant to do this alone. If you feel like you are meant for more, let me ride shotgun with you, and together, let's get you to where you want to go. Stop waiting to be invited. How's that for an opening line? The real talk, my friends. Welcome to this episode. Today we are talking about, you guessed it, visibility and why visibility changes everything. So if you've been following me on my socials, you should probably see that visibility is a hot topic. It is something that I am really fired up about. I'm really excited, really passionate about, encouraging all of you listening, watching, to really lean into this year, to lean into it even more, because this is the currency. This is a big currency for 2026. And if you want to grow and you want to be more known, you want to be more seen, more respected, attract more opportunities, and make more money, you need to be visible. So if you feel like you've been waiting to be invited or waiting to be chosen, or waiting to feel ready, this episode is for you, my friend. Because the truth is that most people aren't stuck because they're not capable. They are stuck because they are invisible. I did a little hand gesture for any of you watching. And invisible doesn't necessarily mean like you're small, you're just getting started, you're a baby. It means that you haven't fully embraced or stepped into being seen. And I feel like there's potential of some confusion here. And I just, we're all friends here, so I want to get this all cleared up. Visibility is not ego. It's not arrogance, and it is not look at me energy. And if someone tries to tell you that, why don't you look in the mirror, tell them to look in the mirror and see, like, is that someone that you want to take advice from? I'm seeing a lot of that on social right now, and I'm actually here for it, because we can be so quick to take advice from other people or be influenced by other people. But take a second and do a little audit for yourself. Is that person that is sharing whatever comment or opinion with you, is that a life that you want? Do they have the level of success that you want, or the business, the visibility? If not, disregard. Visibility is about being clear and letting people know who you are. What do you stand for? Who do you help? What problem do you solve? Really, like, why do you matter? Why should people hire you? Why should people refer you? Because this is what you want to be able to tell them. And it's not trying to, again, be like, look at me energy and I'm the best. It's just being able to be clear, but being you, being visible, but also being authentic and being in an alignment and an integrity, what it is that the problem that you solve, the product that you have created, and who have you created it for, and being able to just be really clear. And if you ever thought, maybe I'm not cut out for this, am I behind? I just got Instagram, or I'm not on TikTok. Did I miss my moment? It's 2026. I don't have social yet. No. Just disregard those thoughts. Put them in the trash can. Maybe even write them down, have a little burning ceremony. You are not behind. You might be exactly where you need to be. And it might just be that you're not being fully seen yet. And the cool thing about that quote unquote problem is, if you're not being seen yet, it is the beginning of 2026, and you can take immediate action on that. And that's not going to be like, I'm going to take immediate action and I'm going to go viral. I mean, hey, maybe you will. I was actually talking to a friend and client of ours just a couple weeks ago, and she was saying how, like, some of her content recently has gone viral, and it is a really sensitive, emotional, vulnerable topic. But she has been so honest with her followers and her community, and just speaking from a very heart-centered place. And the content that she has created from that heart-centered place has been seen by people that follow her, or maybe now follow her, and that it resonates with. because she's being clear on her feelings and what she's going through. You guys, you knew that a couple weeks ago, or I guess it's now like over a month ago, I was recording a lot of episodes right when Matt and I were really in the thick of December and moving and transitions. And I am so grateful. I got so much positive feedback on those real talk episodes. And I fully intend on more of those. I mean, this is kind of a real talk because I want to be real with you guys when it comes to visibility, because I am freaking passionate about it. And I love that feedback. So being able to show up on your social media, on your podcast, hey, maybe you have a blog, maybe you have a Substack, and you are just being honest and authentic and clear with how you're feeling or the problem that you solve and who you're trying to speak to and who you're trying to help and positively impact. And this is where I just want to be really honest with you that please stop waiting to be invited. If I sat around waiting to be invited for some of these things, some of these really cool opportunities that I have had come my way in the last few years, oh my gosh, I'd just be like, I need snacks, I need to wash my hair, like time would just flash by. I decided to take action and put myself in situations, at events, showing up on social in a different way to attract that, because I knew that I can't just wait around to be invited. So you can't think that you're going to wait around and be invited to these events and into these rooms, and that, try to wait around for these opportunities to come your way and wait around for someone to validate you enough to take up space. The invitation for those things comes after you put yourself out there, comes after you're visible. Because this is one thing that I have talked about a lot on my content recently. So this might not come as a surprise to you. People cannot invite who they can't see. People can't invite who they can't see. So how is someone going to invite you to something if they don't know who you are and they can't see you? And maybe they don't even know you. And a lot of the people that I follow right now, or the mastermind that we are in and that we coach in, we coach in the Mentor Collective Mastermind, and we have this conversation almost every week, how we are in a trust recession right now. There is so much noise online. There are so many options, so many things to buy and challenges to be a part of and things to download and freebies and lead magnets. So there's a lot of noise. And you want to create trust with people. You want to create trust with your audience and tell them about yourself. Let them get to know you. So this trust recession, this is such an amazing opportunity. This is your invitation to let people in, to tell them about you so that they can get to know you. They can see you, know you, like you, trust you, respect you, and then buy from you, work with you, refer you. So looking at me, and I don't mean this in look at the energy, I'm using myself as an example, that I have intentionally put myself in rooms, and it's not just okay, great, I'm going to buy this event ticket and I'm going to sit in the back. No, absolutely not. That is not the advice I would ever condone. You're going to be a front row rock star, or row 2. I also am typically fine with row 2, because the way that you show up stands out. And I have had direct success with this, you guys, for the way that I show up in rooms, the outfits I've chosen to wear. I love a good bold lip when I go to certain events, and sitting up close, taking content and playing full out. Sometimes I go to these events this is more of women's events, where we move around, you dance, maybe you twerk, and you're moving energy, which is great for an in-person live event. But it also just takes everyone, it's everyone has to be vulnerable. You all have to look like an idiot dancing in a room with whatever song is playing, but you're all in it together. So you may as well be an overachiever and perform well, because you are going to stand out. So every room that I have been in, and opportunities that have come my way, and relationships that have come into my life and changed my business, they all came to me, whether I was ready or not, because I chose to show up. Not necessarily perfect, not necessarily polished, but visible. And myself. Now, I don't really dance in the aisles of the supermarket, but if you want me to dance an event, hell yeah, I'll dance an event. And it's about putting yourself in those rooms and those opportunities and being in proximity. Proximity is power. It is not luck. There is certainly the odd time where it could be like a right place, right time, but so often proximity is built. And a big part of that is building that proximity through visibility. The next thing I want to talk about is how it can be uncomfortable, but it is important that talent does not automatically lead to income. Skill does not automatically lead to income. And I mean, you look at someone like a Richard Branson that I can't remember off the top of my head what he doesn't have, that he doesn't have, a university degree, but look at what he has created with Virgin. So many of these incredible success stories when it comes to entrepreneurs and thought leaders and change makers in the world that don't have a high school education, let alone university, but they've had an idea. And more than that, they've had a passion. They were not afraid to take action, and they were not afraid to be loud and be visible. So you might see that, people that are less experienced, maybe they are growing faster. And people with simple offers, maybe they are making more money. I have loved consuming the content of Maria Went and Lazy Millionaire. Her name's Amy. I couldn't even tell you her last name, but Lazy Millionaire. And they're all about courses and creating courses, low ticket offers. And you look at their content and the hotels that they're staying in, the lives that they've created for themselves. I love it. They have gone out and chosen to make their own opportunities. Was it easy? Probably not. Maybe they make it look easy, but it also came with that hard work and determination, not afraid to take action, and being visible. So talent doesn't necessarily create proximity. Again, it comes back to that choice that you have to take that intentional action. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and buy a ticket for $1,000 for an event and, plus airfare, plus hotel, food and drink. First of all, you could probably find some local events. But you guys, we also have this. We have our cell phones. This is an audience. This is a stage. I heard Jen Gottlieb just refer to that, and I was like, that's brilliant. Of course, our phone is a stage, whether it's TikTok, Instagram. I'm not a Snapchat girl, but maybe that counts as well. Podcasts. This is a stage. This is a platform. LinkedIn, depending on your business, you find what works for you, but just start putting in those reps. I was just on a really great podcast interview with Sarah Centrella. I'm so excited for it to come out. It'll probably be out next week, actually. And we were chatting about that and her story and how visibility compounds and just putting in the reps of putting that practice in. So like Instagram stories, that is a great place to start because it's only there for 24 hours. So if you're scared shitless to talk to your phone and put something on social, start with a story. Put a filter on it if you need to do that. And then eventually I'd say like take the filter away and be real because again, we're in that trust recession. So people want to know you. I have seen people online and then I meet them and I was like, oh, goodness gracious, you don't look the same. Interesting. So I would absolutely encourage you to show up like yourself and even show the bloopers, show the outtakes. That's some of the favorite content that Matt and I love to create with our videographer. That if we have any, announcement based program launches, talking to camera videos that might be a few minutes long, I insist on doing it like a one take wonder and not using a teleprompter because I want it to be really real and really natural. But I definitely don't nail it in the first try. So I tell our videographer, like, let's save it because that's great content and that's likable content where people can get to know you. So try that. And if you bomb it, who cares? It's 24 hours. And even still, it's an audience. And do you have 100 followers, but maybe there's only 78 people that watch your story? Or do you have 500 followers and it's 398, whatever it may be? Just try it. Because visibility is such a big thing this year and it compounds. Again, talking about the reps, that you want to take that intentional, consistent action, just like showing up to the gym. It was a matter of time until I brought in an analogy about the gym and working out. You guys, it's January. It's the beginning of the year. We're actually, the day of recording this is January 21st. I think this is Quitter's Day. So please don't be a quitter at the gym and please don't be a quitter with visibility because you need to be consistent. You need to stack those reps and then you need to stack those wins. So if you post on social in your stories for the very first time, celebrate that. Write it in your journal, tell your spouse, tell a friend, tell someone who's going to celebrate that for you. Do you do your first Instagram live? Hell yeah, you do. Celebrate that. Tell someone. Maybe give someone a warning that you're going to be on, and so you have at least like 1 to 5 followers, even if it's your mother. Just get them there, and having that proof, save it to your grid, put it as a reel, put some stuff in the caption, and you're going to start building that confidence over time. And if you're scared at the beginning, that is totally okay. I was just saying again on this podcast interview with Sarah, how I look back, I mean, you'd have to go way down into my history to find my very first reel. And I'm pretty sure I just stared at the camera and drank a sip of my champagne. And I was like, great, cool, Instagram reels, but I'm trying it. And it's for sure probably still there. It's in the depths of time, but it is there. So I really want to encourage you to not think that you just have to be perfect, and really step into this position of leadership when it comes to being visible and not worrying that you're going to be this attention seeker. There's so much happening in the world, like online TV shows, reality TV. You can only control what you can control. So be visible. See how you can have impact, because someone out there, even if it is one person, needs what you have, needs what you make if you're a product. They need what you do if you're a service. They need what you offer if you're a coach. They need you. They need your perspective. They need your voice. And if you just gatekeep yourself and you stay hidden, that doesn't do anything for you. It delays the people that you are meant to help, who need you. So you can actually look at being seen and being visible as a responsibility, being a leader, being a change maker and a thought leader. And this is something that I have learned personally, that building your dream life or building your dreams, it doesn't grow when you hide. It grows and manifests into bigger, more beautiful opportunities and experiences when you are, wait for it, visible and seen. Whether it's messy, imperfect, you are evolving, you are growing. I feel like I could probably go back and listen to my very first podcast episode, and it's going to be super different than this episode here today. I have shifted my preparation, I have shifted my confidence, and I'm actually quite proud of the growth and evolution of the Inspire and Move podcast. So there you have it, my friends. I think even in this world of being seen and using this stage, quote unquote stage, as a podcast, being able to truly feel proud of it is also somewhere I encourage you to get to. So if you were getting ready, if you were listening to this episode and you were getting ready to post your very first, face to camera Instagram story or face to camera reel or going live, which effectively is also a face to camera reel. It's like a 2-for-1. And I love efficiency. So I would encourage that. But just being able to take action and do it, scared or not, and celebrate yourself for that. And don't forget, like, you can't just wait around to be invited. You have to take action. You don't need permission to take up space. I'm a Capricorn, but a girlfriend of mine, she is so good at reading like moon signs and star signs. I'm not even like explaining it to you watching, all of you are watching and listening. But I guess one of my my moon sign is a Leo rising, and how that is, someone effectively who's not afraid to take up space. And I'm not. Be very honest with you. You guys are my friends that are listening and watching to this. And I was a child actress, dancer, musical theater. So I love performing. I love the stage. And thanks to Jen Gottlieb on yesterday's Mentor Collective Mastermind call that literally referred to podcasting and our phones as a stage, I was like, hell yeah, game time, baby. I'm going to take up so much space. I want you guys to see me all the time, and I'm going to do it whether I'm ready or not. So this is my invitation to you, even though I said you don't need an invitation, but see what I'm doing here? I'm just giving you one anyways, that I'm inviting you to take up more space, whether you're ready or not, and to be more visible. Because I want you, for 2026, I want you to have more confidence, more clarity. And more than that, I want you to be able to attract more of your dream opportunities and bring in more money, more income. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I like nice things, and I want a really big life full of big experiences and big memories and a lot of fun and joy. So if you want all of that and you want more momentum in 2026, visibility is not optional anymore. So I have created a space for entrepreneurs just like you who are ready to stop hiding, who are ready to take up space and be more visible. And I am so excited. We have some amazing guest coaches in our Visibility Accelerator. I am so excited to share them soon. We will share them on social as well as our official page. We will drop the link in the show notes. Limited spots, because I want this to be a maximum impact experience for all of you to be able to ask these guest coaches really quality questions and have quality connections with your peers in the group, in the program. So all the details will be linked in the show notes. And before we go, I'm going to ask you a little question. I want you to ask yourself this. And I want you to be honest. And maybe you need to write this down if you're able to, or, take a screenshot if you can read the transcribed audio. But my question for you to ask yourself is, where are you still waiting to be invited? And when and how could you choose to be visible instead? So that is my episode for you today. Thank you so much for being here, being in the community, listening and watching this show, sharing it with a friend. If you are so inclined to leave a little 5-star rating and review, I would be so grateful. And until next time, we will see you soon, and get in that Visibility Accelerator program. It's going to be so great. I'm so freaking excited about it. And I'm also so freaking excited about some of the amazing guest speakers that have said yes to the opportunity and to supporting all of you. So go out there, be visible, ready or not, do it anyways. And I can't wait to see more of you. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. If you loved this episode, it would mean so much to me if you took a few seconds and shared this on social media, sent it to a friend, or left a 5-star review. There is power in community, and I'm so grateful to have you part of mine.